ध्यान, ज्ञान और सफलता से पूरा विश्व इस साल 9वां अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस मना रहा है, जिसकी शुरुआत भारत ने की थी। हमारे देश में योग और ज्ञान को हमेशा सर्वप्रथम रखा गया है। इस दिवस का सम्मान करते हुए टेस्टबुक लेकर आया है ध्यान, ज्ञान और सफलता सेल, जिससे होंगे हर आंगन में सिलेक्शन। इस सेल में आपको मिलेंगे अप टू 90% तक का डिस्काउंट 20 से 22 जून तक। तो अगर आप भी एसएससी, बैंकिंग, रेलवे, यूजीसी नेट, सीएसआईआर नेट, डिफेंस, एजेई, गेट, स्टेट पीएससी और यूपीएससी जैसे एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तो तुरंत जाइए और टेस्टबुक सुपर कोचिंग में एनरोल कीजिए और अपनी तैयारी अभी शुरू कीजिए और अपने जीवन में योग के लिए हमेशा समय निकालिए, क्योंकि टेस्टबुक आपकी अच्छी सेहत और आपकी सिलेक्शन की हमेशा कामना करता है।
Hi, good evening everyone. This is Shefali and in this session we are going to discuss the next application from dynamic programming, that is matrix chain multiplication. So I can see that few people have already joined the session. Very good evening, Gulshan. I'm perfectly fine. Hope you are doing well. Okay. So yesterday we started with the first application of dynamic programming, in which we talked about the concept of 0-1 knapsack. So 0-1 knapsack mein we discussed the recurrence relation for a 0-1 knapsack, and we also had a look over the advantage of using dynamic programming, right? Okay. So anyone having any idea that what is this matrix chain multiplication, or what are we going to do in this application? नाम के साथ आपको पता है कि हमारी अप्रोच क्या रहती है, कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट करने उसको नाम के साथ रिलेट करके देख लो. सो इफ यू रिलेट मैट्रिक्स चेन मल्टीप्लिकेशन विद रियल लाइफ, सो वी कम अक्रॉस थ्री टर्म्स. यहाँ पे आपके पास तीन टर्म्स आ रही है, मैट्रिक्स चेन एंड मल्टीप्लिकेशन. सो that means this application is somewhere related to the matrix multiplication. So what are the rules for matrix multiplication? Sat Shri Akal. Okay, Gulshan, what is your question? जो भी question है, write that in the chat section. So we are talking about the matrix multiplication, rules for multiplication. It's normal matrix multiplication. Forget about this term chain. As of now, let's consider two matrices of size, let's say the size is 2 cross 3 and sizes 2 cross 3. Can I perform the multiplication on these two matrices? I want to perform the multiplication on the matrix A of size 2 cross 3 and matrix of size 2 cross 3. Is it possible to perform a multiplication? No, it's not possible, because matrix multiplication is possible when the number of columns of this first matrix are equal to the number of rows of the second matrix, but these are not same, these are not equal, so multiplication is not possible. Multiplication is not possible. So the basic rule for matrix multiplication is number of rows of second matrix should be equal to the number of columns of the first matrix. So it can be 3 cross 2. Now matrix multiplication is possible. And whatever will be the resultant matrix, let's assume resultant matrix is C. So C में size क्या आएगा? C में number of rows will be 2 and number of columns will also be 2. Size of resultant matrix will be equal to 2 cross 2. Okay, let us consider some example, because ultimate goal is to find out the number of multiplications required. We are not focusing on the resultant matrix. हमें resultant matrix में क्या data आएगा, that is not required. We just need to know the number of multiplications required to multiply the given matrices. तो यहाँ पे अभी के लिए हमने small problem के लिए we just have taken two matrices A and B. Let me consider the matrix A as it's having 2 rows and 3 columns. So let's consider the data as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this. And let's assume that the matrix B is there are 3 rows and 2 columns, 4, 5, 6. Now when I have to perform the multiplication on A and B, so the resultant matrix comes out to be, its size will be 2 cross 2. So I'll be getting here C11, C12, first row and second column, C21 that represents second row, first column, second row and second column. Now I want to find out the value of C11. This means that for C11, we'll be taking the multiplication of first row elements will be multiplied with the first column elements. So it comes out to be C11 की value हो जाएगी 1 into 2, 1 into 1, first row, first column, first element is multiplied with the first element plus 2 cross 2 plus 3 cross 3. Next, first row elements will be multiplied with the second column. So it will be 1 into 4 plus 2 into 5 plus 3 into 6. Next, second row, first column, second row and first column. So you can see here why we need the number of elements in one row. क्योंकि हम row ले रहे हैं, एक row में कितने elements होते हैं, number of columns. So that's why we have said that the number of columns in the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows. क्योंकि एक column में कितने elements आ रहे हैं, that depends on the number of rows. So this is the reason why the number of columns of first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. So next one is first, second row and first column. So it will be 4 into 1 plus 5 into 2 plus 3 into 6. Second row, second column. So it will be 4 into 4 plus 5 into 5 plus 6 into 6. If we see here, we are getting 4 elements here. So the size of the matrix is 2 cross 2. If we talk about the number of multiplications required, for each element, there are number of elements in the resultant matrix. Number of elements in resultant matrix. How many elements are there? It is 2 cross 2. It is 2 cross 2. And each element, these are the number of elements, each element requires 3 multiplications. Each element requires 3 multiplications. So we can say that each element requires 3 multiplications. So in total, how many multiplications are required? Total number of multiplications required, total number of multiplications required. Number of elements are 4 and each element requires 3 multiplications. So it comes out to be number of elements in the resultant matrix into the number of multiplications required by each element. So it comes out to be 12. Here I'm not calculating these values because we don't want, again I'm repeating this point, we do not want the resultant matrix. Make sense? So if we talk generally, so we have already said that in matrix chain multiplication, we don't want the resultant matrix after multiplying n matrices. Basically, we have talked about the matrix multiplication. Chain means you will be given with a series of matrices. आपको 2, 3, 4, 5 कितने भी matrices given हो सकते हैं, but maximum size usually 4 तक का जाता है, but 5 भी आ सकता है. But majority cases mein it is 4. So chain means you are given with a chain of matrices, you are given with a series of matrices and you have to get one matrix at the end. by multiplying these matrices in such a way that we get the minimum number of multiplications required. Okay, goal is optimal solution is the minimum. Optimal solution is to return the minimum number of multiplications. So in matrix chain multiplication, our goal is to multiply a chain of n matrices. आपको chain given होगी n matrices की, and we have to find out the minimum number of multiplications required. This is the goal of matrix chain multiplication. I hope that the problem statement is clear. So if we take the general case, अभी हमने एक example discuss किया. Let's generalize it. Let's assume we are given with two matrices, though matrix at a time we'll be taking two matrices. So there are two matrices A and B, sizes M cross N and sizes N cross P. M और P की वैल्यू सेम भी हो सकती है, डिफरेंट भी हो सकती है, doesn't matter, but the number of columns and the number of rows of the second matrix, this should be same. It's always same, only then we can perform the multiplication. So if this is the case, then in order to multiply to get A into B, number of multiplications required. How many multiplications are required? Number of multiplications required. Number of elements in the resultant matrix will be number of elements in resultant matrix. According to the scenario, it will be number of elements in resultant matrix will be equal to M into P. Yes, M into P, and each element requires n multiplications. N multiplications. So total number of multiplications required are total number of elements in the resultant matrix into size of or into multiplications required for each element. You can also write this as MNP. MN, this N is same and then is P. So these are the number of multiplications required. Is this clear? तो दो matrices के केस में और कोई possibility बनती नहीं है. We know that A cross matrix multiplication is not commutative. Not commutative means if I'm saying that A cross B is possible, this does not mean that अगर आपके पास AB आ रहा है तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि B cross AB आएगा. B cross A comes out to be B may we have N cross P elements and A may we have M cross N elements. Can we perform the multiplication? This is not possible. So that's why we are saying that matrix multiplication is not commutative. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. I hope that these basics are clear to everyone. ये बेसिक्स हैं. इसके अलावा हमें सिर्फ केसेस क्रिएट करने हैं. I'll be taking an example with 3 matrices with 4 matrices because we'll be getting the different cases. दो के केस में हमारे पास कोई केसेस नहीं बनते. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? Forget about noting down the things because you know that I'll be sharing this PDF in the Telegram group, that is Shefali ma'am Testbook. You can join this group to get the daily PDF of all the YouTube sessions. You can ask your queries by posting your doubts in the Telegram group. You can directly interact with me. You can participate in the quiz and the polls. Link of this description is the link of this group is given in the description box. Apart from that, if you want to search, you can search for Shefali ma'am Testbook. You'll get the groups, but there are lot many groups with this name for different batches. So I'll recommend you to follow the link which is given in the description box. That's the third link. Okay, third link is for Telegram group and fourth link is for super coaching. I cannot see any comments in the chat section, so I'm assuming that this is clear to everyone. All right, so now let's perform the matrix chain multiplication on a chain of matrices, on a chain of three matrices. It's A, B, and C. So size is given for ABC. Then to find ABC, how many minimum number of multiplications are required? So ultimate goal is to get ABC. How many possibilities are there? ABC चाहिए तो पहले may be the case that I might be taking the multiplication on B and C and then I'm multiplying it with A. I cannot change the order because we know that it's not commutative. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. Other possibility is I might be taking the multiplication of AB first and then I'll be multiplying the resultant matrix with the matrix C. There are only these two possibilities available. So let's calculate the number of multiplications required. सबसे पहले हम B and C को multiply कर रहे हैं. So result of B and C will be, size of resultant matrix will be 10 cross 20. Number of multiplications required will be 10 into 5 into 20. And that comes out to be 20 into 5 is 100 and this comes out to be 1000. Now we have to multiply this matrix with A. Size of A is 5 cross 10. Size of B and C is 10 cross 20. So when you are going to multiply it, each element requires 10 multiplications and number of elements will be 20. 5 into 10 into 20. So again, this is coming out to be 1000. Yes? Take the sum. This comes out to be total number of multiplications required. Ultimately, at the end, you are getting ABC. So total number of multiplications are 2000. Let's find out for AB. The size of AB comes out to be 5 cross 5. Number of multiplications required are 5 into 10 into 5. Size of A and B is given. So each element requires 10 multiplications. There will be 25 elements. So it comes out to be 250. Check. Now multiply this matrix. Size of AB is 5 cross 5. Multiply it with C. Size is 5 cross 20. This comes out to be 5 cross 5 cross 20 because the number of elements in the resultant matrix will be 20 into 5 and each element requires 5 multiplications. So this comes out to be 25 into 20 is 500. So if we find out the total number of multiplications required, it will be 250 plus 500. 250 plus 500. So total number of multiplications required are 750. Which solution is returning the minimum number of multiplications? Obviously AB. If we are taking the multiplication on AB first and then with C, so that is returning the minimum number of multiplications. So we can say that this is the optimal solution. In the exam, they won't be saying that what is the optimal solution. You will be given with the chain of matrices and they'll say that which of the following is returning the minimum number of multiplications. So आपको series बतानी हो सकती है. Or this can be asked in the numerical answer type question. They will be saying that you are given with a chain of matrices and what will be the minimum number of multiplications required. आगे blank होगा, you have to solve it and minimum number of multiplications required. For example, अगर यही equation आता है, then we'll be saying that answer is 750. Okay, so this is the example with three matrices. पहला example जो हमने लिया था, that was with two matrices. This is with three matrices. Now I'm going to take an example with four matrices. Basically, we are covering all the cases. उसके बाद I'll be writing a reference relation and we'll have a look over the matrix multiplication using the reference relation. इस केस में हमने क्या किया है, पहले मैट्रिक्स को अकेला रखा, बाकी सबको मल्टीप्लाई करवा दिया. Next two matrices are taken, next three matrices will be taken, next four matrices. So this way we'll be covering all the possibilities to find out the minimum number of multiplications. Let's see this. Let's understand it with the help of an example. So we are given with four matrices A, B, C, D, and sizes are given. A can be multiplied with B, B can be multiplied with C, C can be multiplied with D. I have checked for the number of rows and the number of columns for the given matrices. So if we want to get A, B, C, D as a result overall, how many possibilities are there? There are three major cases first. First one is I'm just taking A and then B and C, D. Further, it is going to have two cases. पहले आप multiplication ले रहे हो C and D का. Other possibility is with three matrices, we know that two possibilities are there. Right now we have discussed. So it's B, C and then D. Ultimately, you have to multiply it with A. So this is finally multiplied with A. Other possibility is I'm multiplying AB first and then multiplying it with CD. Third possibility is single. Next two elements are matrices. Then I'm taking A, B, C and D. Here three matrices are coming. So we'll be making here one more division. It will be A. BC is multiplied first. AB is multiplied first and then multiplied it with C. And finally, we have to collab this with D. इसके अलावा कोई possibility? सिर्फ A को अलग रखे, then A, B are combined, then A, B, C are combined, then fourth case will be A, B, C, D ले लो एक group में, but A, B, C, D is the original problem. That means these are the only possibilities available. Okay. Now let's find out the multiplications required. सबसे पहले किसे multiply करना है? CD को. So for CD, number of multiplications required, number of elements will be 5 into 10 into 2, and each element requires 5 multiplications. So this is resulting into 10 into 10. That comes out to be 100. After this, we can determine the size of the CD. It will be 10 into 2. Now this CD has to be multiplied with B. So in order to get BCD, we will be having the number of multiplications 5 into 10 and CD ka size is into 2. Guys, are you all getting this? So just find out the number of multiplications. 10 into 10 is 100. So again in this case we are getting 100. If we determine the size of BCD, BCD का size कितना आ रहा है? B का size was 5 into 10 and CD का size was 10 into 2. So its size will be 5 into 2. Now we have to multiply it with A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. For A, anyhow आप एक single multiplication भी कर सकते हो. You can just stop here to get the result of BCD क्योंकि anyhow दोनों में end पे आपको A से multiply करवाना है. If I calculate this case, second case, I need to divide this space, right? Okay. So in this case, first of all, we are performing the multiplication on BC. So the number of multiplications required will be 5 into 10 into 5. इसके बाद वाली multiplications आप लोग बताओगे. Resultant size matrix will be 5 into 5. Number of multiplications required are 5 into 10 into 5. That comes out to be 250. Yes. आगे proceed करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. We get to know that this is not going to return the minimum number of multiplications because it's already returning 250 और यहाँ पे BCD के लिए total 200 आए थे. But anyhow, if you want to finish it off, let's do that. BCD, size of BCD will be 5 into size of D is 2. So we are getting BCD Number of multiplications will be 5 into 5 into 2. That comes out to be 25 and 50. By this time, we are getting 300 multiplications to get BCD. यहाँ पे आपके पास कितनी आ रही है? 200 multiplications. So you can just write here, in order to get BCD, I'm getting 200 multiplications. This path is giving 200, and to get BCD here, number of multiplications are 250 and 50. That comes out to be 300 to get BCD. अब किसको opt करेंगे? Obviously we'll be going with this. So here I'm calculating the ABCD. Number of multiplications required will be 2 into 5, and we have to collab with this into 2. That comes out to be 20. तो मैंने सिर्फ यहाँ पे 20 calculate करवाया. So in addition to this, 20 more multiplications are required. So this path is returning the minimum solution as 220. आप अलग अलग से फाइंड करना चाहते हो वो भी कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे if I'll be multiplying it with ABCD, because anyhow you end up by getting the result for BCD. तो दोनों को अलग अलग से मल्टीप्लाई करवाने में क्यों टाइम वेस्ट करने? Does not make any sense. This will be returning 20. The total number of multiplications required are 250 plus 50 plus 20. We have to take the sum of all. That comes out to be 320. Here in this case, we are getting 220. So obviously, we'll go with 220. ये clear हुआ? इतना clear है? If it is clear, then return the number of multiplications required for ABCD. सबसे पहले AB के लिए find कर रहे हैं. Resultant size will be 2 cross 10, and number of multiplications required are 2 cross 5 cross 10. 10 into 10 is 100. This is to get AB. Now we need to get the result for CD. Size of the CD will be 10 into 2. Number of multiplications required will be 10 into 5 into 2. MNP. This is what I'm taking. So it again comes out to be 100. Now in order to multiply these two matrices to get ABCD, इन दोनों को club करना है in order to get the resultant matrix. So it comes out to be 2 into 10 into 2. That is 40. So total number of multiplications are 100 plus 100 plus 40. That is 240. This is returning 240. So obviously middle one is not an optimal solution because 220 already हमारे पास आ चुके. Next case. Can somebody tell me that in the case 4, how many multiplications are you getting? First of all, we need to get the result for B into C. We have already calculated it, B into C. तो आप use कर सकते हो because dynamic programming है तो memoization की वजह से result will already be there in the memory. So this requires 250 multiplications. मैंने directly ले लिया क्योंकि already table में value available होगी, right? Next one is multiply it with A, B, C. The size of the resultant matrix will be 2 cross 5. Number of multiplications will be 2 into 5 into 5. That is resulting into 2550. तो ABC के लिए आपके पास multiplications कितनी आ गई? 300. तो obviously this path is not going to give you the optimal solution. जब भी आपके एग्जाम में optimal solution find करना है जहां पे already आपके पास smaller value 220 आई हुई है, अगर किसी भी path में 220 से आपको लग रहा है कि above जाएगा, just leave that path. So ये छोटी सी ट्रिक है जो डायनामिक प्रोग्रामिंग में काफी यूजफुल होती है. अदरवाइज डायनामिक प्रोग्रामिंग मींस वी आर कवरिंग ऑल द पॉसिबल केसेस and that will be taking a lot of time. So I won't suggest you to finish it completely. जहां पे आपको पता है कि ये पाथ आंसर नहीं देगा, just leave it. Okay. So in order to get ABC, it is taking 300 multiplications. To find AB, I guess I need to Hide the image. Okay. So here we need the multiplication on AB first. Already we have solved it for AB. So AB is going to give you the number of multiplications as 100. Then we have to multiply it with C. Size, overall size comes out to be 2 cross 10 into 5. 2 cross 10 into 5. So I have written the number of multiplications. AB का size है 2 cross 10. Size of AB is 2 cross 10. इसके साथ आपको C लेना है. C का size is 10 cross 5. So it will be 2 cross 5. 2 cross 10 into 5. These are the multiplications required. So 10 into 10 is 100. It is returning ABC. क्या return कर रहा है? कितनी multiplications? 200. So obviously we'll go with this. Now, in addition to this, we need to take A, B, C, D. Size of ABC is 2 cross 5. And each element requires 5 multiplications. Total number of multiplications are 100 plus 100 plus 40, that is equal to 240. 240. Yes, 4 into 5 is 20. I'm so sorry, 20. So resultant total number of multiplications required are 220. So this path is also returning 220. Optimal solution means the minimum number of multiplications. So minimum number of multiplications are 220. अगर आपसे number of multiplications पूछें तो answer is 220. If they are asking for the optimal solution, so AB, CD, this is providing the optimal solution, and the other one is, first of all, we had performed a multiplication on AB, then multiply it with C, then multiply it with D. So these two are the solutions which are providing the optimal or the minimum number of multiplications. आपसे ये भी पूछ सकते हैं how many solutions are providing the minimum number of multiplications. Numerical answer type में आ सकते हैं. So in this case it's 2. Correct? ये clear है? Concept वही है. The only difference is we have to consider the various cases. कैसे cases बना रहे हैं वो भी आपको clear हो गया होगा. So on the basis of that, now I'm going to write a recurrence relation. Basically, what are we doing? We need to perform the multiplication on a chain of matrices. So it's MCM I comma J. I is representing the first matrix. J is the index for the last matrix. For example, पिछले केस में हमारे पास क्या था? 1 to 4. According to our example, it was 1 to 4, right? We had performed MCM 1 to 4. This means that this function call represents that we have to find out the minimum number of multiplications required to multiply the matrices from I to J. आपको इस सीरीज को पूरे को मल्टीप्लाई करना है. So what will be the function call? It's MCM I comma J. What we had done? I को अकेला रखा, J से लेकर I to K आपने प्रॉब्लम को डिवाइड किया. If you look here, we are taking 1 to 1. एक ही मैट्रिक्स है सब प्रॉब्लम में, एंड सेकंड सब प्रॉब्लम में we have 2 2, this is 1 2 3 4. Second sub problem mein we have 2 to 4. In this case we have 1 2 3 4. We are taking 1 to 2, and in the second problem we are taking the third and the fourth matrix. In the third case we are taking the elements from 1 to 2, 1 2 3, and fourth is in the last one. So if I divide this sub problem, so what are we doing? We are making the same function call on the first problem, I comma I, or let me write this as I comma k, plus number of multiplications required for the second part, it's k plus 1. Why is it k plus 1? अगर first problem में आपके पास start भी 1 से हो रहा है और end भी 1 पे हो रहा है, so it's 1 comma 1, then it's starting from 2 to 4. If it's ending at 2, then next matrix is the next index. So that's why I'm writing here k plus 1, and we have to go till the last matrix. Now, we have taken here the number of multiplications required for the first part, number of multiplications required for the second part. उसके बाद दो parts आगे इनको भी तो join करने हैं. So in addition to this, some more multiplications are required to multiply these two matrices. So number of, or let me write here x, some x is also required. Okay, and whatever solution, different cases जो भी बनेंगे उनमें से आपको minimum value लेनी है. What is this k? k कहाँ से start हो रहा है? First case में k की value 1 है, second में 2 है, third में 3 है. So it is going maximum till 3. So I can say that k is less than equal to I 1 से शुरू होकर j से एक कम तक जा रहा है, क्योंकि अगर j तक जाएगा तो नेक्स्ट केस में आपके पास k plus 1 और j invalid कॉल हो जाएगी. So this is the value for k. So we have to form the cases for all the values of k where k is less than equal to I and k is greater than equal to I and less than j. Okay, now what is this x? Where x represents the number of multiplications, x represents the number of multiplications required to multiply these two parts. Okay, to multiply the two subparts of the problem. So this is the recursive statement. What will be the termination condition? Termination condition is if this is a case of otherwise, if जब भी हम recurrence relation लिख रहे हैं तो obviously we need to provide the termination condition. If I is equal to j, this means that अगर एक ही matrix है, in that case it's returning number of multiplications as 0. Make sense? So this is the recurrence relation for matrix chain multiplication. Anyone having any doubt? I hope that this is clear to everyone. So it's up to you how you want to solve it. Basically here I'm constructing a recursive tree. अगर इसी question के ऊपर मैं cases बनाऊं, what we'll be doing here is we'll be taking MCM. Calls will be like MCM, MCM 1 to 4 है matrix. So it will be 1 to 4, that will be equal to MCM. और let's solve it on other question. इसमें same चीज हमने follow की है. In the next one, I'm writing this in a tabular form. So 4 matrices are given. Let me mark this as matrix 1, this is matrix 2, matrix 3, and matrix 4. Goal is to find out the minimum number of multiplications required. So what I'll be doing, I need to find out the number of multiplications from matrix 1 because I want A, B, C, D 1 to 4. How many possibilities are there? MCM k की वैल्यू कहां से कहां तक जाएगी, 1 से लेकर 3 तक. MCM, we are making a call to MCM 1 to I to k plus MCM. This is a recursive statement. Here I is not equal to j. 1 to 4 lena hai, I is not equal to j. So I'll be making a call to the recursive statement into j. Plus some extra multiplications are required to join, to club the solutions of the subproblems, right? So here, first value for k will be equal to 1, 2 and 3. These are the valid values of k. So first case mein main k की value 1 ले रही हूँ. So I is 1, k is 1 plus MCM k plus 1 to j plus some additional multiplications are required. Second option is k की value आपने 2 ले ली. I is 1, I और j fixed रहेगा. It's just the value of k that is changing. MCM 3k plus 1 to 4. Some additional multiplications are required. MCM 1 to k की value अब 3 ले रही हूँ मैं यहाँ पे plus MCM k plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4 and 4. Is there any other possibility? K की 3 values ले सकते थे. I have taken all the 3 values और जो भी minimum solution होगा, this is what we have to return. Now, check for the values MCM 1, 1, I is equal to j, that is returning the termination condition. So here it will be returning 0. But MCM 2, 4 को call करना पड़ेगा. I is not equal to j. Problem is large. So in this case, the value of k can be, k की value क्या हो सकती है इस case में? 2 or 3. For this case, k can be 2 or 3. So let's write the case MCM 2, 2 plus MCM 3, 4. Some additional multiplications are required. K can be 3. 2 to 3 plus MCM 3 plus 1 is 4. 4. Since two values will be getting, so we'll be taking the minimum value. I hope that you are getting this, because in a recursive statement, we have these function calls. I'm just making a call to these function calls. Next case, you'll be getting here MCM 3, 4. So it will be returning MCM 3, 3 plus MCM 4, 4. Right? Anything else? Number of multiplications required to multiply these two matrices. Otherwise, if you don't want to expand it, आप इस part को skip कर सकते हो, because दो ही matrices हैं, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So with two matrices, you can directly return the value. Next one is MCM 1, 2. This is MCM. There is no other possibility because k की value सिर्फ और सिर्फ 1 आ सकती है आपके पास. So it comes out to be MCM 1, 1 plus MCM 2, 2. You could have skipped this part. Next call will be getting for MCM 1, 3. यानी k की value 1 हो सकती है और 2 हो सकती है. Two options will be getting, so we need to take the minimum value. Cases वही बना रहे हैं जो हमने recursive tree में बनाए थे. This is just in the tabular form, और जो पहले हमने cases बनाए हैं, those were in the tree format. MCM 2, 3. Number of multiplications required. Next one, MCM 1, 2 plus MCM 3, 3. इस कॉल में दो ही matrices हैं, so you need not to expand it. Directly you can take the value. Now just consider the values. I is equal to j, so that means termination condition. I is equal to j, that means termination condition. I is equal to j, termination condition. I is equal to j, termination condition. Termination condition. Termination condition. Termination conditions ले ली. Find out the value for 2, 4. 2, 4 के लिए these are the pending calls. 3 into 4, third और fourth matrix को multiply करने के लिए कितनी multiplications चाहिए? It is 2 into 5 into 2 into 5. This should be 5 into 2. Otherwise, multiplication won't be possible. I guess some typing mistake is there. Okay. So 2 into 5 into 2. That comes out to be 4 into 5 is 20. Now, second matrix and third 4 अब club हो चुके हैं. So number of additional multiplications required will be 5 into 2 into 2. That is again 20. So if we calculate the total number of multiplications, so it comes out to be 0 plus 20 plus 20. That is equal to 40. Okay. Next one. 2 into 3. 2 into 3 के लिए second और third matrix को multiply करने के लिए 5 into 2 into 5. 25 into 2 is 50. Let me write here 2 into 5. 5 into 2, that is 50. 50 plus number of multiplications required है 50 plus 0. अब second third matrix एक matrix बन चुके हैं. We have to multiply it with the D. So number of multiplications required will be 5 into 5 into 2. That is again returning 50. So 50 plus 50, that is returning 100. Optimal solution out of these two is minimum value is 40. So 2, 4 is getting the value 40. First matrix is available. Size is 2 cross 5. ये एक matrix बन चुके हैं. Size will be 5 cross 2. So number of multiplications required will be 2 cross 5 cross 2. That is 20. So number of multiplications comes out to be 0 plus 40 plus 20. I'm just taking the sum of all the three terms. It is returning 60. MCM 1, 2, first two matrices को multiply करना है. MCM 1, 2 is 2 into 5 into 2. That will be 20. MCM 3 cross 4, 2 into 5 into 2. 2 into 5 is 10, into 2 is again 20. 20 multiplications. Now, in order to club these two matrices, it comes out to be 2 into 2 into 2. That is 8. So number of total multiplications required for this case is 20 into 20 in 20 plus 20 plus 8, that is equal to 48. Or you can directly see here, यहाँ पे मैंने कॉल की थी 3 and 4. 3 और 4 को मल्टीप्लाई करने के लिए 2 into 5 into 2. These many multiplications are required. For 1, 1, 2 into 5 into 2, that is 2 into 5 into 2. I'm writing into 2, 20. So this is what I have taken here. 20 multiplications are required. Next one is for 2, 3. 2, 3 के लिए we have already solved. So I'm taking the value from here. Now 1, 2, 1, 2 भी हम solve कर चुके हैं. This was 20, this was 20. 1, 2 के लिए भी we are getting the value as 20. First matrix को join करने second and third के साथ. So it comes out to be 2 cross 5 cross 5. 25 and 50. And here we are going to get first two matrices. It's 2 cross 2 cross 5. 4 into 5 is 20. So minimum value which we are getting from here is, okay, we have to calculate the minimum value. It will be 50 plus 50, 100. And in this case, we are getting 20 plus 0 plus 20. So we are getting 40. So this means that minimum number of multiplications for 1 comma 3 is 40. This value is returned here, 40. 1 to 3, it's 2 cross 5, and into, we have to multiply it with the fourth matrix, so it comes out to be 2. 20. Total number of multiplications are 40 plus 0 plus 20. That is coming out to be 60. All the three values are available out of 60, 48 and 60. This means that 48 is the optimal solution. So answer for this question is 48. यहाँ पे जो मैंने expansion की है that is using the recurrence relation, और recursive tree में भी मैंने recurrence relation ही बनाया था. First element 1 comma 1, it's 2 to 4. Okay, 1 comma 1, 2 to 4. Let me write here. Same calls आइए 1 comma 1, और यहाँ पे आपने लिया था 2 comma 4. Second metric से 4 तक जा रहा है. Here we are taking 1 to 2 and then 3 to 4. Here I have taken 1 to 3 and then 4 to 4. So same call है. अब आप सिर्फ लिखने का फर्क है, लिखने के स्टाइल में फर्क है. It's up to you whether you want to write it in this format or in the tabular format. Ultimately, we are making the calls using this recurrence relation. Clear? Now, if we talk about the complexity, I don't have the extra space. Okay. So let's discuss here. In this case, इसी slide पे discuss कर लेते हैं complexity. Different function calls कितनी आ रही है? How many different function calls are we getting here? अगर आपके पास 4 metrics थे, so let me take here a box. If we had 4 matrices, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 matrices के example ले रही हूँ, बाकी सब इसी तरीके से काम करेंगे. I'm assuming that the number of matrices given are 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to multiply the matrices from MCM 1 to 4. This is the problem. So, kitni distinct function calls aa sakte hain? 1 to 1 is possible? Definitely possible. 1 to 2, AB is possible? Yes. 1 to 3 is possible. 1 to 4 is possible. 2 to 1, B to A. हमें चाहिए A, B, C, D. किसी भी स्टेज पे हम B into A कैलकुलेट करेंगे? बिल्कुल नहीं करेंगे. So 2 to 1 is not possible. 2 to 2 is possible. Yes. 2 to 3, 2 to 4. 3 to 1, C to A. No, not possible. Not possible. So on the basis of this, if we are saying that there is a matrix of size n cross n, आपके पास जो matrix का size है that is n cross n, n cross n, but distinct function calls kitni aa rahi hai? We are just almost solving half of the sub problems. We are not finding the solutions for the remaining half. So it will be n by n cross n are the total number of function calls, जिसमें से हम आधी ही solve कर रहे हैं. So it comes out to be n square by 2. That means almost n square function calls will be there, distinct function calls. We are taking this half because half of the function calls, half of the function calls are not there. But anyhow, this is the space required to solve, to store the values. Otherwise, in order to find out the matrix multiplication, what is the time complexity? Number of terms kitni आएंगी? N cross n, or we are saying that for each matrix multiplication, MNP multiplications are required. Itni multiplications चाहिए. What if M is equal to N is equal to P? बिल्कुल हो सकता है. If this is the case, then we can say that order of N cube time is required. Then we can say that it's order of N cube. Right? So on the basis of this, finally we can conclude that n square is the space complexity, but multiplication perform करवाने के लिए MNP multiplications are required. So we are saying that the time complexity is n cube. Very good, Prashant. Time complexity is order of n cube, whereas the space complexity, कितनी space चाहिए to store these function calls? So we can say that the space complexity, although no one is gonna ask for the space complexity. I hope that this is clear to everyone. थोड़ा सा slide का problem हो गया because extra slide is not there. Anyways, so this is about the time complexity, reconciliation, the way we can solve um, the matrix chain multiplication. Guys, is this clear? So time complexity is order of n cube, space complexity is order of n square. ये space complexity कहाँ से आई है? We have calculated here the function calls. Yes? So this is all about this session. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll go through some points and then we'll end our discussion. So currently, the सफलता सेल इज गोइंग ऑन. तो जो ये सेल है इसमें आपको बेनिफिट क्या मिल रहा है? यू विल बी गेटिंग द डिस्काउंट ऑन द सुपर कोचिंग. Super coaching is a course in which you will be getting the recorded sessions as well as the live sessions. Live sessions may will be quickly going through all the concepts. It will be a kind of quick revision, and apart from that, there will be the dedicated doubt solving sessions and the practice sessions. And recorded sessions में multiple faculty से recordings available हैं on the different topics. If you want to learn any topic from any particular faculty, you can do that. I'll go through the slides, okay, so that आपको सब कुछ सामने visible हो. And GIT CSE की अगर आप preparation कर रहे हो, then you can use the code that is Shefali S. This is the code to get the subscription at this price. So 8399 is the price for 9 months subscription. Although if you want to get a long subscription, that is also available. So we have 9 months, 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year subscription. And I told you that if you want to join the Telegram group, we have the link in the description box. So telegram group का फायदा ये है, एक तो आपको pdfs मिल जाती हैं, आप अपने doubts पूछ सकते हो, interact कर सकते हो, और जो भी आपकी queries है you can ask. Telegram group name is Shefali ma'am Testbook. Let me share my screen so that चीजें जो भी मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ वो सामने visible हो. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. So let's open this link. Okay. So I'm just going to the description of this video. Okay. So here, when you go to the description, first link is for the master classes. Master classes, I'm covering the previous year questions. And NIC Super Coaching, this is the link for, second link is for joining the NIC Super Coaching batch. And the third link is for the join Gate Super Coaching Telegram. This is the link for the Telegram group. And fourth link is for joining the Super Coaching. So I'm going to this link. If you see here, currently the sale is going on and the sale is till 22nd of June. Okay, so the sale is till 22nd of June, so you can take the benefit of this. And when you go to the super coaching, you will see here a lot many courses are available, all courses, full course, subject wise course. So full courses में जाते हैं, full courses means सारे subjects आएंगे. So full course by Git Forum is available, full course by Digimento is available, full course by Nimbus Learning is available, full course by me and my team. that is also available. So 250 plus videos are there in one full course. तो आप देख सकते हो कितने ज्यादा recorded sessions है, आप अपनी convenience के according कर सकते हो जो भी आपको topic देखना है. तो basically super coaching का agenda is the students should be able to learn the concepts at their convenience according to their pace. Okay, तो इसके अलावा जो जो सब्जेक्ट्स आपके प्रिपेयर हो रहे हैं उसके लिए आप लाइव सेशंस ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. So you can go through the full course. You can click on the view full course. I don't will be able to see that. Okay. So you can see how many topics or what sort of lessons are there. So there are few free lessons. You can go through these free classes. You can join the demo classes, and you can see the series of the sessions. Okay. So this way you can cover the whole syllabus. किसी भी course में जाओगे, definitely you'll be able to see that. And this was a complete course in the English, that is a combination of Hindi and English. Okay. And apart from that, if I'm going to the previous page, okay. All right. So apart from this, under this, you'll be getting the complete notes. सारे recorded sessions मिलेंगे, live sessions मिलेंगे, notes मिलेंगे. Notes will be in the PDF format. Detailed notes और short notes अलग से मिलेंगे. Short notes और formula notes will be containing only the set of important formulas and the important points, key points, and जो directly questions में use होते हैं. But those are beneficial only while revising the concept. स्टडी करने का शॉर्टकट नहीं है, कॉन्सेप्ट्स आपको डेप्थ में ही अंडरस्टैंड करने पड़ेंगे. ओके, सो देयर आर 4 प्लान्स अवेलेबल, 9 मंथ प्लान, 12 मंथ्स एंड 2 ईयर प्लान एंड 3 ईयर प्लान. 9 मंथ्स इज बेनिफिशियल फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स जो टारगेट ही गेट 2024 पे कर रहे हैं और विच आर इन द फोर्थ ईयर और पास आउट्स. एंड रिमेनिंग स्टूडेंट्स जो अभी थर्ड ईयर में है, दे कैन थर्ड ईयर वाले 1 ईयर प्लान और 2 ईयर प्लान, एनी वन यू कैन ऑप्ट. एंड सेकेंड ईयर के लिए आई विल बी सजेस्टिंग टू गो फॉर 2 ईयर प्लान. इससे क्या होगा, पूरे 2 साल में एक तो जो आपके सेमेस्टर के सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, आप अपनी डिग्री में सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ रहे हो उनको भी आप कॉन्सेप्चुअली कवर कर लोगे. ऑब्वियसली यू विल गेट बेनिफिट इन द सेमेस्टर एग्जाम्स, campus placements, and obviously in the gate 2. Also, the students, those who are targeting on the ISRO exam, they too can join this batch. Okay, you will be preparing the subjects which are there in the ISRO, but those subjects में जो इसमें नहीं आएंगे, otherwise you can join the ISRO batch. Okay. All right. So in order to get the subscription at these prices, for this you have to use the coupon code. Go to apply coupon. Here you have to apply the coupon code. I have already shared the coupon code with you guys. Do you have any doubt or query related to this? I guess no query is there. So let's come back to the main slide. So Telegram link कहाँ से मिलेगा? That is also clear. In the next session, we will be talking about longest common subsequence. This is the next application that we'll be covering from dynamic programming. This will be covered in tomorrow's session, Thursday. Ma'am, kindly share the previous. Okay, I guess I forgot to do that. I'll definitely do that. इसके बाद आपको practice questions करने हैं. तो practice is very very important. And if you have any queries, just write that in the chat section. Otherwise, I'm just discussing the schedule and we'll end our discussion. So the schedule is Monday to Friday. I'm taking 2 sessions. Monday to Friday daily 2 sessions हो रहे हैं. एक जो अभी आप लोगों ने ज्वाइन किया हुआ है, that is 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. In this session, we are covering the concepts on the YouTube. So obviously YouTube is a free platform. Anyone can join these sessions regularly as well. So we are covering the concepts only. And second session is the master class. ये सिर्फ half an hour का होता है. Agenda is to understand that whether the concepts which we have covered on the YouTube are clear to you guys or not. तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्लैरिटी हम कैसे चेक करते हैं? बाय सॉल्विंग द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस. वंस वी आर डन विद द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, देन आई विल बी स्टार्टिंग विद द मॉक टेस्ट के क्वेश्चंस. ओके, सो दिस इज a master class. Obviously ये टेस्ट बुक प्लेटफॉर्म पे होती है, बट टेस्ट बुक प्लेटफॉर्म डज नॉट मीन कि सारी क्लासेस पेड है. मास्टर क्लासेस आर फ्री. इट्स ओनली द सुपर क्लासेस विच आर पेड. उसके लिए आपको सब्सक्रिप्शन चाहिए. फॉर मास्टर क्लास नो सब्सक्रिप्शन इज रिक्वायर्ड. In this we are covering the previous year questions on the gate. Whereas Saturday and Sunday is reserved for covering the PYQs, previous year questions, which are asked in the ISRO exam, because ISRO का notification आया हुआ है. डेडलाइंस फॉर्म सबमिट करने की निकल चुके हैं. मैंने आपको बहुत बार बोला था कि बेटा फिल कर लो. एंड नाउ next one is marathon. These are the optional. Every week I'm not taking the marathons, but yeah, PYQs हो रहे हैं ISRO के. Timing is 7 p.m. This is also on the YouTube, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Both these sessions will be on YouTube only. Anyone having any doubt in the concept or related to schedule, or any feedback, any suggestion, or any particular topic that you want to understand? अगर कोई out of series topic जा रहा है तो I can take that topic in the marathon session. Due to exam, not able to attend the classes. That's perfectly fine. You can follow the recorded sessions. Need not to worry about that. But अगर कोई query है तो you can ask your queries in the live sessions, right? और अगर फिर भी आपको लगता है कि आप लाइव सेशन ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आपको क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हुए कुछ ऐसा क्वेश्चन मिल जाता है जो नहीं हो पा रहा है, तो यू कैन शेयर दैट इन द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. आई विल डिस्कस दैट इन द सेशन, और उस सेशन की रिकॉर्डिंग आप बाद में देख सकते हो. दिस इज ऑल आई कैन डू. ओके, all right, so I don't think there are any other queries from your side. So we'll end our discussion here. I'll see you guys at 8 p.m. in the masterclass. In today's masterclass, we'll be covering few more questions from the greedy technique. क्योंकि आपने देखा कि greedy technique से बहुत questions आए हुए हैं. सारी applications important है. जो major important applications है वो मैंने आपको अलग से बताई हुई है. So if you have not watched the sessions on greedy technique, just go through it and follow the master classes. Okay, so thank you so much guys. God bless you. Bye bye, take care. I'll see you at 8 p.m. so please be on time. Bye bye.